everyone, welcome to my channel. Today we're meeting a remarkable entrepreneur who sold his company just south of $50 million. Let's dive right into it. So the friend that we're gonna visit, his name is Paul Martin. He is Rotarian, he is entrepreneur. Originally we met through Rotary, but what got us closer together was our shared love for cars, especially Porsche, as Paul called it. Right now we are driving to his garage to hear his story, his success story, and visit a bunch of his classic cars. Hi, Paul.
Hi, Paris.
How are you?
Great. Good to see you.
Good to see you. Oh, you have a beautiful space here.
Well, it's old and rustic, but it works.
Oh, it's amazing. Thank you for that. So Paul, let's start from the beginning. Let me a little bit about yourself.
Thank you. Well, I'm originally from St. John's, Newfoundland, where I lived for 22 years. And then the opportunity came for me to move to British Columbia. So I jumped on that opportunity. I had started a career, so this was a new starting point for me and new opportunities. And fell in love with British Columbia from the day I arrived, and it's now been 50 years that I've been here.
Oh, wow. So it's home now, right?
Absolutely, it's home.
Beautiful. So how did your career start and led you to build your own company?
Well, the company I started with in St. John's was Dun & Bradstreet. They were a global financial services company. And I really enjoyed the work, but after 5 years, I thought I wanted to go back to university, finish my CMA, and then leave the door open to maybe come back to work for the company.
Okay.
But when I got sidelined on a visit to Toronto, and the CEO challenged me to look at a sales career in the company, and when I took the initiation program, I really liked it. And the Friday, when the session closed, he said, okay, now pick an office somewhere in Canada you'd like to move to, and we'll move you there. Okay. So I had a good 10 years in sales with different capacities. And as the IT industry was emerging, I saw an opportunity that I wanted to grasp. And by then, the decision was made. This was after a couple of corporate transfers. It was like, okay, we're going to make British Columbia our home, and I'm going to open up a business here and make a go of it.
So how did he challenge you?
What he did was, I had previously turned down discussions about entering sales. Okay. And he wanted to know what my aversion was. And I guess it was the accountant in me that was holding me back. But what he said is, we're having a sales training program in Toronto next week. And he said, I'd like for you to attend. Now, I was supposed to go to Florida on vacation with friends. So I call that a watershed moment. My vacation was off. I was attending a sales training program. Plus, I had intentions to go back to university. So in the blink of an eye, everything changed for me.
Oh, wow.
I entered sales. I moved to BC. It was years later before I got to Florida.
Oh, wow, that's interesting.
Yeah.
So it was on-spot decision. Yeah?
It was an on-the-spot. I had no baggage.
Interesting. Yeah. Okay. So what do you think were the biggest turning points in your life and in your career?
Well, that was definitely one of them.
Yeah.
And of course, when I moved to BC, a year later, I met my wife. We got married in Winnipeg. We had our daughter born in Toronto and then our son born here. And then the next thing was how to make the most out of British Columbia. Everybody got involved in skiing, water sports, traveling, and it was, there's an expression that translates to seize the day, and that's always been a mantra.
So from what I'm hearing is that moving to BC and wanting to live in BC had a lot of influence in your decisions in life.
Did. Yeah.
So it's interesting.
Yeah, well, what was interesting is in the month leading up to moving here, I was looking at pictures of BC, and I had visions of owning a red Corvette and a boat that I could tow around. I've never owned the Corvette, and I've never owned a boat.
Wow, it's all about dreaming, huh?
Yeah, and sometimes you put those dreams aside and you move on to something else.
Yeah. Okay, good. But I think eventually you got to that Corvette and boat.
I still don't have the Corvette.
Not the boat.
No, I haven't ruled it out, but
there's still time, huh?
Yeah.
And from what I know, you joined Rotary in 1987.
Yeah.
How has Rotary affected your life, like personal and career life?
Okay, looking at 1986 when I started the IT services company, I had been asked to join Rotary in my job capacity, but that was 1980. I was 28 years old, and I had one young daughter, and I could not see making a commitment to Rotary being viable. So 7 years later, 2 kids, they're in school, and I knew about Rotary. My dad had been a Rotarian, and I thought, I don't want to be a workaholic, so I need to find a social business outlet that I could commit to and participate in it. So I joined Rotary. I found it the most accepting organization I've ever encountered, and there was no one-upmanship, no stuffiness there, and I got involved. That was the biggest thing,
okay.
Getting involved.
Get involved.
And it's 38 years later, and I still love it.
You're still involved?
I'm still involved.
Full on?
Full on.
Full on.
Yep.
I can vouch for that, 100%. You've owned more than 75 cars and restored 12. Which one stand out the most and why?
I've always been fascinated with the art form of cars and the engineering. So over the years, there's been a lot of changes in terms of my likes and what I started with. I've restored a lot of Olds 442s. Probably of the 12 that I've done, 7 of them have been Oldsmobiles, and I probably could do them blindfolded,
really?
But I really enjoy working on all types of automobiles. My favorite project was when our daughter graduated from university and she took a 1-week trip to Mexico, and her brother and I took her car and completely restored it in 7 days. Yeah, there was a TV program called Overhauling, and we mimicked it. And when she came home from her Mexico trip, arriving at 5 a.m, she goes, "Oh my God, my dad waxed my car." "Oh my God, my dad put new wheels on my car." "Oh my God, it's been painted." So that was probably the biggest thrill.
That's what she loved it. She was not angry or anything.
Oh God, no.
No, she was happy about it.
She got a fully restored car with a new stereo system, wheels, tires.
You know, I have a car at home that needs restoring as well. I go to Australia in a couple of months. Can I come back for a new one?
Be all done.
Beautiful. So the last question. What advice would you give to the next generation of entrepreneurs like me that like to follow their passion, but they are scared like me?
I think it was probably a bit of advice that a former prime minister echoed when he was running for office. And his name was Paul Martin.
Oh.
And he said he believed in surrounding himself with people he could learn from. And I always thought that was probably the best advice. Don't tell, listen. And align yourself with knowledgeable people and try to make sure that you have as many aha moments as possible.
True. I can honestly agree with that. And I think Rotary, being part of Rotary is, for me, is at least is mentorship.
Yep.
Like it's people like you that can help younger, just at the door entrepreneurs and learn from you guys. And I really appreciate that, honestly.
Yeah, the sharing of experiences is a valuable thing.
It's wonderful.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much, Paul. But before we go, I want you to talk about your shoes a little and show them.
Okay.
There is a story.
In the late 50s, the Canadian government were building fighter jets called the Avro Arrow. And under pressure from the U.S., they scrapped the program, and all 6 prototypes were destroyed. So I've always been fascinated with the program, and so when these runners came on, I don't know, not eBay, but one of the Facebook marketing sites, I had to have them. So just as a memory.
It's beautiful. I love the colors, for sure. It's fall color.
Well, orange is always my favorite color.
That's nice. Well, thank you so much, Paul, for having us today in your beautiful space. And thank you for sharing your story with us. And it's very inspiring. Honestly, you've been, since I joined Rotary, I always try to find you at lunch and sit beside you, not because you're funny.
Oh, I thought I was finding you.
Oh, no, I was doing it too.
Oh, okay.
And I hope your story inspire a lot of entrepreneurs out there that they are scared to push through and make decisions like you did on spot.
Well, I always felt that if you weren't scared about something, then you weren't taking it serious.
Oh, that's good advice.
Yeah.
Actually. I like that.
Yeah.
I'm going to use that.
Absolutely.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
I hope you found Paul's story as inspiring as I did. If you'd like to see more of these videos, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. See you next time.